Hi. A very common question that ACCA students have is when should they start working? Now, before we start discussing this very important question, I would like to thank you all for all the love, support, comments that you have been giving me. I truly appreciate. I see in a matter of few months I've already crossed 2000, and it's largely because of the fact that you have continued to motivate me to come up with these videos for your ACCA and your overall finance and accounting journey. If this is the first time you're coming to my channel, can I urge you to please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you have any comments, do make sure that you let me know. I will ensure that I will only do videos that are helpful for your ACCA and your overall finance and accounting journey. Now, coming back to the very important question is by when or at what time should you really start working? It's not a straightforward answer, because if you think about it, working is a very personal choice. How? So, for example, when I was studying in the UK, I really had to support my studies. I did not have crazy rich parents who would, send me money every month to take care of my living expenses. So I really had to work. In fact, I would work whenever the opportunity would come in, because you should know that students are only allowed to work 20 hours. So whenever I would be able to work the 40 hours, of course legally, I would take up that opportunity, despite the fact I was still working, I was still studying in the UK for ACCA, right? Now that was because of my personal situation, and that is exactly what I want you guys to understand. If you are a student who's got parents who can support you in your ACCA journey until you become an ACCA, how about just get done with your 13 papers, right? Because you need to understand is that when you start working, it is very hard to stop working, because you become independent, you like to take your own calls, you have a new set of work colleagues who you go out with, so that fun is always there. Plus, another important fact is that you will start making money, and once you have that money, you want to, you really want to do things what your liking is. You don't want anyone else to now tell you that you can't buy this, you can't do that, right? Now, those are two very big hindrances in your ACCA studies, especially if you're still someone who's not mature enough to understand how this ACCA is going to help you in your overall journey, right? So therefore, you are working, you will probably be slogging a lot because it's your first job, you want to prove yourself, and you will not be able to focus on your studies, and then 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, it starts to become very difficult to complete your ACCA journey. And I don't have to tell you guys that I have been teaching for so long, and I see these students who have taken a gap, or who are working and then studying, and then it becomes very difficult to manage them both. So therefore, if your parents can support you, it's a matter of a year and a half. If you're a graduate, it should not take you more than 2 years to complete your ACCA, even if you start with the full 8-9 papers that you have to after the exemptions, right? So therefore, I would personally suggest that focus all your energies, even if it means that you want to sit 2 papers. Yes, you're home, you've got all the time in the world. Sit 2 papers and get done with it, because the rest of your life you are anyways going to be working, right? You will be working, you will not have to worry about, oh, I don't have a degree that is superior enough for me to take to a CXO level, because ACCA, I assure you, is that degree that can take you there, right? So therefore, get the degree out of your way, the work experience will come all your life. Now that's a part 1. But the part 2 is, of course, if you are someone like me who had to really work and study, but I had that passion in me, I had that fire in me that I really wanted to do ACCA, because I knew if I didn't do it, I did not know what I would be else doing, right? So therefore, if you are in the same position, then yes, there are again tons of students who have been able to successfully do ACCA and work as well, right? But it requires a lot of discipline, it requires a lot of rigor, it requires a lot of faith in yourself that you will be able to do both of them, right? You cannot say, oh, it's becoming difficult, I can't do this and I can't do that, and now you're working and you are so used to making money. Oh, I will probably finish my ACCA later. You have to have that faith. You have to push yourself, manifest that you will complete your ACCA. I have done a separate video on how you can juggle between your job and ACCA. So do have a watch if you are someone who has to do the both. Otherwise, focus on ACCA and get it done. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please do share it with your friends and family. And like always, do let me know if you would like me to cover any other topics. And thank you so much for watching me, and all the very best. Bye-bye.